foster care coordinator in Portage County. I currently am employed at Portage County Health and Human Services as a social worker licensing foster homes in this county. I believe we have dispersed probably half, if not more, of the kits. And because the kits were designed for various ages, I can't break that down into which ages were dispersed more, but I could tell you, yes, at least half, if not more, have been shared with youth going into foster care. So our youth that go into care typically struggle with having enough clothing and age-appropriate items for them at the placement. And while our foster parents are very good at following up to assure the children have what they need, that very first day can be very upsetting and traumatic for children. And so the use of the kits received from the United Way have been generally received very, very well. The younger kids are very happy to have an age-appropriate toy along with a small stuffed animal. The teenagers, whom oftentimes are more reserved or negative, have been very pleased to have a book to read and have a journal to write in, and it's been a pleasant gift for them, because frequently they're very negative and angry about placement. And so the children that are receiving the kits at the time of placement have been very receptive, very pleased. It's a wonderful distraction from their worries and stressors that are happening and going on at the moment of placement. So the response has been phenomenal, and our workers are very pleased to see how much the children enjoy the kits. And even our foster parents have given me positive feedback about what a nice thing that is for those youth coming into their home. So we recently placed 3 youth siblings in a foster home, and initially it was going to be the 2 younger children. So in preparing their duffel bags, I grabbed the kits, and they were separated out by girl and boy, and so the children were very pleasantly surprised to find a toy that was of their interest, was certainly of their age, and very appropriate for them, so that they had something that was theirs when they arrived in foster care. And as we were doing the placement with the 2 youngers, the worker contacted me about a teenager. So the teenager arrived very sullen and upset, and I actually had her help pack her own duffel bag. And so when we grabbed the kit, she asked me what was in there. So on the course of the ride over to the placement, she was rummaging through her kit. So upon arrival, she actually took her kit and her duffel, asked where her room was, and went into her room and immediately just started opening and going through, and was very happy to have received those items. The foster mom was very relieved, because she has a lot of toys that are for younger kids, because she has grandchildren and she's always taken younger placements. So a teenager she was pretty nervous about. And of course there's all these rules surrounding teenagers in care related to electronics and telephones and things like that. So to have a kit that had a book and a journal and crossword puzzles and a deck of cards and things like that, she was very pleased about, and made a very positive comment to the worker doing the placement about what a wonderful gift that was. And so that placement, which could have been pretty upsetting and a struggle, ended up being a very smooth transition and placement, and a nice evening for a very upsetting day. So our youth coming into care frequently are taken into custody on an emergent basis where there's no planning or preparatory on the end of the birth parent. And so gathering belongings from the children sometimes is not an option based on that, or because the circumstances by which they're coming from, we cannot take their items from home. So the duffel bags and the kits that are given to the children going into care gives them a sense of comfort. And the items in the kits are theirs to keep. And so regardless of where they go, they have something that is theirs, that will always be theirs, and that is something of joy and pleasure, and gives them a smile. So as they are struggling to settle or emotionally challenged, there's a distraction in that duffel bag, and there's a sense of warmth and comfort, and a presence of caring. Somebody cared enough about them to give them a gift that they get to keep. And so even if they stay in care, they return to their home, or they move to a pre-adoptive home, that kit, that duffel bag, those sense of comfort and belongings go with them. And it gives them an ongoing sense of, I'm okay and I'm good. People care about me and this is mine. And that's a gift that we cannot give without the support of other people like the United Way or other generous individuals in the community. A final comment I would like to make in regards to support of foster youth in Portage County is that while we can offer a lot of things to the children coming into care, we can't offer it all. And so the donations received through the United Way, Bullseye Credit Union, or other individuals in the community is a fantastic gift. And I would encourage, if you aren't in a position to be able to actually foster a child, that you offer what you can through those organizations or some other that you may belong to, and recognize that any amount of gift that you can offer to these children coming into care is a fabulous gift that cannot be appreciated enough. So thank you.